Hey guys, here's the gear. Austere August, virtually speaking. We are in September now technically, but I'm going to keep shaving until I get 31 days on the Midnight Stag this year. And the gear is as usual. All month I've used the Timeless Open Comb 68 Gap stainless steel razor. I've used the Semogue Owners Club boar brush with a Taj handle. And I have used Chiseled Face Midnight Stag. The soap and the cologne have been all month long. I did have to take a break when I left my Midnight Stag splash at a relative's house. I'm going to do a quick shave today. Why don't we just do that little thing that we've kind of been doing this month. A little bit of water in the brush and then 10 swirls. Oh, actually before we do that, let's put the blade in the razor. My hands are dry. It's easier to do that when my hands are dry. It's not a part of my routine, and so sometimes I forget to do it. If I vary my routine, I forget to do it. N1 on this Nacet here that I've been using for a long time, and a little Sharpie dot there. And this is 469 uses this time. Don't need to bother with how much water I have. I'm going to not keep track of that too much this time. And let's do 10 swirls. 1. We did 11 just because I think I had a little less water in my brush this time. It'll be interesting to see how if things change here. And the one good thing about this method is it comes at your face with a lot of hydration. And so even if you don't really work your face with water, the first strokes here that the brush is doing is kind of doing that for you. I'm so curious if this method is also workable with a denser brush like a Badger. And there we go. Not gonna really work the lather too hard. Kind of keep it young, keep it from getting too mature. About 24 hours of growth, and so we're gonna have a nice, normal, easy shave here. Tugging, but nothing that's uncomfortable too much. I probably would switch to a different razor by now, but since this is Austere August, I can't do that. Got to use the same stuff is my goal for this. And it's not a competition this time, it's just my personal goal. A bit of water. Oh man, that slickness on my face just continues to surprise and impress me. It's the right kind of slickness. I've said it when I stumbled upon this type of lather, this method here. I stumbled upon it this month. And that's exactly what it is. It's the right kind. It's not slow and oily like some of the lathers can be when they maybe have oils and butters and things like that. Or who knows, maybe it's when the lather sits on your skin for too long. You know, I don't really know, but I've had that happen where the lather is just kind of slow. It feels super nourishing. It feels like my skin is well hydrated, but it's almost like a sloggy kind of hydration that slows down the razor. And this is a different kind. This is a fast, slick. I can still feel the slickness on my face even after at the end of the pass. A little water splash. We'll just do 3 since I'm in a little bit of a hurry today. And look, we've got more. We're not running out of lather. Because this, what I'm calling a slurry lather, it's both concentrated but also more wet at the same time, and that's kind of part of its mystery. I don't really know why it works the way it does, because if you were to work a lot of lather up in your brush like a normal face latherer might, where they, sitting there working at it for a while, gradually adding water until everything works out, right? Then they usually run out before the 3rd pass. But this, somehow, it lets you keep, maybe it's because we've got soap concentrate in there, but also a lot of water at the same time. Maybe at this point in the lather's age, it's so young that both are happening. Maybe that's the secret. A lot of water, but also enough soap to get the job done. It's all in there. Now, if I were to work it in a bowl, they would combine and form that emulsion, and they would all get puffed up and that kind of thing. And then the little brush wouldn't be able to hold as much. But by stopping short, it seems to be working. It seems to be. I tell you what, if I had to face lather, I'm pretty sure this is what I would do to face lather. This is the kind of method that I would use. Don't have as good of a result as I normally do when I do 4 or 5 passes, but that's okay. We will leave that extra little micrometer for the next shave. And I'm going to clean. And as you can see, clean my brush off right now, but before I do, you can see I've still got enough to where if I want to do 2 more passes, I could. As always, make sure you get a good rinse on your brush. Get that soap out of there so your brush stays healthy. Now we'll do the splash, Midnight Stag as well. Put a little bit of extra on my arms, get more of that scent going on. No reason to have it go to waste. Go ahead and do the cologne. I lit my pipe earlier in here, and so that scent is still hanging around, and that is definitely a friendly scent to this particular mix of Midnight Stag. I mean, the scent of Midnight Stag is, I think it has leather, gasoline, smoke, and wood. So you can see how that would relate, right? Excellent. So now let's put that 269th dot on the index card. And the next shave will be 270. How about that? 470. Sorry about that. And there we go. That's the shave for today. I hope you guys got something out of it. We're churning away with the Nacet and enjoying now the ever so slight burn of the Midnight Stag splash, but mostly enjoyment comes from the great scent, largely from the cologne. And hey, if you ever go to the Dollar Tree and get some of their colognes, they don't last. Sometimes they don't last on you very long, but for $1, some of their scents do really nicely as an air freshener. So I've been using some of the ones that I've gotten from there as a little bit of a room note. And with that, I think we'll shut everything on down. Thank you so much for watching. This is Sugar Daddy Shaves. Good night.